Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into the beautiful tradition of sacred gifting in Indian culture. This is really a journey into heritage, into meaning, and into figuring out why a simple piece of silver can carry the weight of entire generations.
So let's kick things off with the big question that's at the heart of everything we're talking about today. How does an object, something you can actually hold in your hand, transform into something so much more? A wish, a prayer, a real, tangible blessing. That's what we're here to unpack.
All right, first up, we're getting right to the core of it. We're going to look past that shiny surface to really understand the deep cultural and spiritual why behind silver's special place in this tradition. So this is the key concept right here, sacred gifting. It has nothing to do with the price tag. It's all about giving something that has a spiritual weight to it, something that acts as a vessel for good wishes, and maybe most importantly, keeps a cultural story alive and breathing.
So why silver? Why not gold or something else? Well, in Indian tradition, it's believed this metal embodies three really essential qualities. First, purity. You can see it in its clean, bright nature. Then, prosperity, which is a wish for wealth and just total well-being. And finally, protection, the idea that it can actually help ward off negative energy. These three pillars make it the perfect material for sacred gifts.
I love this quote because it just perfectly captures the emotional heart of it all. Think about that for a second. A tangible prayer. It means you're not just handing over an object, you're handing over a hope, a wish for someone's future. And every single time that gift gets passed down, that thread of tradition just gets a little bit stronger.
Okay, so we've talked about the symbolic meaning, but how does that actually translate into practice? In this next part, we'll see how silver isn't just a passive object, but an active participant in sacred Hindu ceremonies, or poojas. Now, what's so cool here is how essential these items are. They're not just decorative. The diya holds the sacred flame, the thali holds all the offerings, the kalash contains holy water. Every single piece has a very specific, vital job, and making them from silver is believed to elevate their spiritual purpose. And this really gets to the very core of why it's used in rituals. The belief is that the metal itself actually helps create a sacred atmosphere. So it's not just a beautiful container, it's seen as an active tool for focusing positive spiritual energy and keeping the space pure while you worship. So from the prayer room, silver then moves out into the wider world of family life. This next section is all about how these sacred gifts become the markers for our most important, memorable moments. This timeline really shows how silver is just woven into the entire fabric of a person's life. Just imagine a tiny silver bowl given at birth for a baby's first taste of solid food. That's a ceremony called Annaprashan. It's a wish for a life full of nourishment. That same tradition blesses a new marriage, it lights up a new home, and it marks celebrations every year. It's just this constant, shining presence through it all. And this is the key takeaway. These gifts aren't meant to be used for a year and then forgotten. They are designed to be heirlooms from the moment they're given. When you give a silver item like this, you're literally contributing to a family's legacy. You're adding another chapter to their story.
Okay, so we get the meaning, we get the tradition, but how do you make sure you're choosing a piece that's actually going to last for generations? Let's switch gears and get practical. Let's talk about how to find the real thing. Here are 3 simple but absolutely crucial steps. The hallmark is your non-negotiable guarantee of purity. The craftsmanship, that tells you about the care and skill that went into the piece. And the weight. Well, real silver just feels substantial. It has a heft that tells you it's meant to last.
This little comparison makes the choice crystal clear, doesn't it? With hallmarked silver, you're getting a solid, precious metal with real, lasting value. A silver-plated item might look pretty for a little while, but it's got a base metal core, and, that shine can wear off. For a sacred gift meant to last, there's really no comparison. So, what does a hallmark often tell you? It points to this number, 92.5%. That's the purity standard for what's known as sterling silver. Seeing this mark, or a similar one that certifies high purity, is basically your assurance that you are holding a true heirloom quality piece in your hands.
As we start to wrap this up, let's circle all the way back to that initial idea of meaning. Because at the end of the day, this is about so much more than just buying an object.
That's exactly it. By taking part in this tradition, it doesn't matter if you're giving or receiving. You are making an active choice to carry a story forward. You become a custodian of culture, a link in a chain that stretches way back through time.
So to sum it all up, first, Always remember it's about the meaning over the metal. It's about heritage and blessings. Second, see how silver is this amazing bridge between sacred ritual and personal celebration. Third, authenticity really matters, so always look for that hallmark for a gift that lasts. And finally, realize that you are the next link in this beautiful cultural chain.
And that leaves us with one final thought. It doesn't have to be about silver, of course, but this beautiful practice kind of invites all of us to ask ourselves, in our own lives and in our own families, what meaningful stories or objects or blessings will we choose to pass on to the next generation?